morning brew with friends, and I love this. We've had solar people, we've had a bullfighter, and now we have professional football players on the show. This is a fun show today. This is Jay Serta. He's a Gladiators defensive back, and Andreas, you're here, the Director of Media Relations for the Gladiators.
How you doing, man?
Well, you guys are just getting off a good team, a good season, right?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and you just got out of the season with some pretty good honors.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Second team All CIF.
And what does all CIF mean?
We play in the CIF, the league.
Champions indoor football.
Okay.
Yeah. So second team of the whole league.
That's very cool. And does that mean that you're eligible for, does that make you like part of the All-Star game or something like that? Or what does that mean?
It's just a great honor.
It just means you're just bad on the field?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Exactly.
That's awesome. So what does he do on the field that's just so awesome?
You know, if you ever watch Jason play, I mean, he makes the game exciting. It's one of those things you see. He's intercepting the ball. I mean, he's running back missed field goal attempts. And so I mean, 50-yarders, and so he really gives our team that extra element. He's an asset to the team, really, and gives our team that element of.
How many members of the team got all team honors?
We had two. James Cleveland, a wide receiver, had first team.
Oh, very
All
cool.
CIF, yes.
Very
and
cool.
Jason was second team.
And does this mean now that you've got, like, next season you're going to be like, sorry, Gladiators, we'll see you moving on up in the league, or?
Yeah, that's the goal, but I still enjoy playing with the Gladiators.
Yeah. So tell us what it's like. I mean, the Gladiators are the indoor football team here in town, and indoor arena league football is way faster, and it's the same game, but it's different from regular football. And I mean, what's it like to be in that, to actually be a player and have to make those plays and everything?
It's actually arena ball is actually a little bit harder than outdoor football because it's a lot smaller, a lot faster. So if you make one wrong step, it's going to be a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. There's a very little margin for error.
Yes, sir.
Because it's just a 50-yard field, right? And do you guys have to play Ironman football? You don't have to play offense and defense, right?
No.
And you're a defensive back.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, how hard did these guys hit?
Oh, yeah. There's these guys. It's crazy how big these guys are in this small field. So, you have to have your head on a swivel at all times.
Right. We got some video here of how this works, and these guys are huge, and they're just plowing into you, and you got to plow into them, right?
And look, and he's returning it all the way back for a touchdown, right there.
Oh, that was you making that play.
Making that play, yeah.
That's very cool. That's very cool, and that's something that you don't get to see, but in arena league games, right? It's rare. You don't see that.
You don't see that in NFL. No.
So, I mean, what are your stats? Like rushing yards and all of that. I mean, do you have a certain number of tackles? I mean.
I led the team in tackles this year and in interceptions and return yardage and return touchdowns.
Very cool. So how did you learn to play?
My first year was last year, and it took a little while to get my feet wet, and then I felt a lot more comfortable this year, and as it showed with my play and my performance.
Because you played at Eastern?
Yes, sir.
And how is this different from the football, like the 100-yard outdoor football? I mean, it's always hard to explain to people how much faster and how much more interesting I think arena league games are. And how different is it as a player to get in there and actually do that?
It's way different actually because there's high motion in arena league. Like the receivers could take off 10 yards before the ball's even hiked. So,
I didn't realize that. I see the guys run. I always thought everybody was just jumping the gun. I didn't realize they were just. I didn't realize that was a rule. You could do that.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Oh, so that's one of the things that makes it so much quicker.
Absolutely.
That's why those guys are so far downfield by the time the ball's in the air. That's crazy. So that changes as a defensive back then. That probably changes your entire strategy.
Thing. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have to practice a whole different way, a whole different technique.
Right. So if you want to get in then to an NFL league or a outdoor football league, how would you have to change up everything?
It actually helps because it's way harder in arena league. They have a 10-yard head start. In the NFL rules, they're standard. They're right there.
Right.
So it's actually arena is actually a little bit harder.
So you think you got something over on those NFL guys?
We'll have to see about that.
So you know, in this league right now, then, if you're second team, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So if you go second team, then you go first team, and then does that mean that the next season later you're moved up to, like, 'cause you guys are a developmental league?
No, we're not necessarily a developmental
Right.
league. You know, we are arena football. There's tiers of arena football.
Right.
Arena 1 is the AFL, you know, Las
Right.
Vegas Outlaws and New Orleans Voodoo,
Right.
and you know, levels like that. But we're right under that. So
Yeah.
basically, what that means is our guys could actually move up to the NFL right now.
Right.
If they get scouted and they get seen by NFL camp, they can pick them up. There's no limit to that. They don't have to go through a certain process or anything like that. And that's why arena football is there. We provide footage, as you saw.
Right.
You know, that is your resume for these players. So when they present, hey, you know, they're talking to a coach and say, hey, this is what I got, this is what I can do. Check it out. They see it. They want you, hey, come work out with us. So it's So there's not a formal process.
And then vice versa too. I think some of the guys from the NFL have come in to play for you guys too, right?
Yeah, we do have, you know, a couple guys that have played in the NFL that have come down, and you know,
Do you learn from them? Do you get a chance to hang out with those guys and learn what it's like to play on that larger level?
Yes, sir. The guy who got first team, James Cleveland, he used to play for a team in the NFL.
Yeah, the Cowboys. He played for the Cowboys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Very cool. Lee, did you hear that? They play for the Cowboys. Our floor director is a big fan of the Cowboys. But the idea of this is a career. I mean, how old are you, if you don't mind?
22.
22. Is this something you want to do as a career? Something you're looking forward to, like, you know, long term playing football?
Yes, sir. The goal is to move up. Like, if you don't get drafted, you have to go to these leagues, these teams.
Right.
And yeah, that's the goal, to move up.
Right. Yeah. Because did you do the combine or all that? Any of the other stuff?
Yes, sir.
And what does that teach you? How do you even do that? Like, I'm clearly not an athletic guy, so I never really paid much attention. You know, I was like, I read about it, and that's about it. But what is it like when you have to go and you're there trying to make it, knowing that could be your career-making week?
Well, for me, it was hard because I didn't go to a big school. I went to Easton. We're Division
Right.
II, so there's
Right.
not a lot of scouts come to Division II. So
Right.
this is
Let
just
alone
another
Portales.
way. Yes, sir.
So because of that, were you at a little bit of a disadvantage from other people?
Yes, sir. I didn't get looked at as much as I wanted to. Because all these scouts, they like the big schools, the big D1s.
Right.
So
you hear about the Oklahomas, and you hear about, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not. This is just another way I can get my film out to the scouts.
That's very cool. Well, why don't we show just a little bit more clip of this video if we've got it here? And in your case, as a defensive back, I mean, is that the position you've always wanted to play, or did you like say, I want to be a quarterback, I want to be a linebacker? Or was defensive back the thing that you were like, this is my spot?
I used to play running back in high school, and I just got turned over. The coaches just made me go to the defense side of the ball, but it worked out well.
That's
I
cool.
enjoy safety.
That's very cool. We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew. We'll watch some highlights of your game days here on the way out. This is great. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Hey, thanks, Dan.
Congratulations on being second team
Appreciate
All-Star.
that.
This is cool.